Okay, welcome to this A-level Buddhism. This is the last section, section 28 of Basham's, A.L. Basham's, the Bodhisattva in the Buddhist Tradition by Barry. Section 28. Then the Lord addressed the great being, the Bodhisattva Mahamata, thus. Mahamata, hold these magic syllables of Lankavara, recited by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. Now I will repeat them, that those who proclaim the law of righteousness may keep them in mind. Tut, tut, vut, vut, pat, pat, cattle, cattle, amal, amal, vimal, vimal, nimum, nim, nim, him, vam, vam, kal, 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 at, mat, vat, tutti, janat, sputty, cat, catty, catty, lati, patty, dime, dime, kal, kal, patty, patty, banti, banti, anti, mansi, dutara, dutara, patara, patara, akari, sakara, katari, katari, dime, dime, him, him, do, 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 roo, 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 poo, 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 poo. Shivaya. Wow. If men and women good at birth hold, retain, recite, release these magical syllables, nothing harmful shall come upon them, whether a good or a goddess or a serpent spirit or a fairy or a demon. If anyone should be in the grip of misfortune, let him recite these 108 lines, and the evil spirits weeping and wailing will go off in another direction. The Lankavara Sutra. This reminds me of the mantras given in the story of the Mahabharata, in the Bhagavad Gita, of the story of Rama and Sita, and when Rama and Lakshmana save the prophets from the seers in the forest, they give them magic syllables to defend themselves against demons. This would have been a common kind of thing back in the so far BC, the 1500 and so on BC. So let's have a look at this text then, the last text, and what is it saying? So the phrase here, the great being, the Bodhisattva, Mahamati, Mahamati, hold these magic syllables. Okay, of the Lankavara recited by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. So Mahamati, by the way, is just a really interesting, so great, the great being. That's where the word Mahamati, the great being, the Bodhisattva. So the awakened being, great being, this superlative on superlative. All the Buddhas. Well, here's key to the explosion, the theoretical explosion of the pantheon, is the idea that the historical Buddha was preceded by previous Buddhas, and after him came more Buddhas, past, present, and future. So who are we talking about? Manjushri, Avalokitesvara, Amitabha, etc., etc. What's the purpose of these mantras? What mantra? Well, all of that Doctor Strange type, blah 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 blah, tutti tutti vutti vutti vutti, and all so on. So these mantras reflect the beliefs in tantra or magic itself is a reflection of the trachea, or at least if you believe in the Dharma realm and that it's impersonal. It reminds me of 18th century European esotericism that followed deism. In an impersonal world, if you can just use the right positive thinking, and you can twist God's arm or twist the universe's arm and get what you want. Typical of if you have no personal ultimate deity, you have this impersonal, then you can twist its arm just using the right syllables, the right thinking to get what you want, whether that's merit transference or whatever. So if men and women, just look at this last bit, if of good birth hold and retain, recite these magical syllables. What's this saying here? So anyone, the promises, the tantric efficacy of these syllables, it'll get rid of goddesses, serpents, fairies, demons, the whole spiritual world that we in our disenchanted, flat modern world, to quote the sociologist Charles Taylor, would say is not, would say is beyond our imagination. It's not part of our social imaginary to think of such a world. But in the ancient world, this would have been powerful stuff, persuasive stuff. Um, okay, so that was A.L. Basham. Lots of keywords to learn, lots of language to get your heads around. You have a practice essay to do. Go and do it.